What's going on, everybody? Hit that subscribe and let's get into it. All right, so look, check this out. It doesn't matter how much you try to talk to these James Gunn cultists, there's no type of comprehension on their part, and they don't understand because they keep on denying inflation. They keep on denying the fact that Superman is a certified flop, period. And I've never seen the amount of shilling with this movie and what the studio is all about. We've been seeing how a lot of these fake fans have been literally licking James Gunn's butt, and they're here trying to, prove a useless point saying that Superman is succeeding. No, it's not. It's not making money at the box office because whatever they're making right now, remember, you clowns have to understand that they get half of that, what's coming at the box office. The other half goes to, to the studio, the other half goes to the theaters. It's not everything towards them. That's the part that you're missing. And when you try to talk to them about inflation, they come up with all these excuses and stuff. It's funny. It's funny because they said that Black Adam was a flop. So if you're saying that Black Adam was a flop and it didn't have a China release, now you have to accept that Superman with the China release is tanking, because it doesn't matter what you try to say and try to make up. The fact is that Superman is slop. That's it. People are only watching it because they're curious, they're nosy, and everybody's talking about it, good and bad. So, of course, they're like, you know what? It's got my curiosity. Let me go check it out. And then people are coming out feeling scammed. And I'm glad, because you should have never spent money in the first place. Look, they're trying to push back now Superman after they said that it was supposed to come out on August 15th. Now they're pushing it to the 25th because they're trying to milk every penny while they still can at the theaters. But joke's on them, because all of the movie theaters outside of the US have pulled Superman off the screens. And they're giving it to F1. They're giving it to, of course, Jurassic World Rebirth. And look, Jurassic World Rebirth, the numbers are extremely high. Who would have thought that a dinosaur movie would have outperformed both DC and Marvel? And look at where we are right now. The entertainment business is a mess. But this shows you that people are still interested in watching dinosaurs. Some may call it it's a nonsense or whatever you want, but who cares? It's making money at the box office, and that's all that matters. Meanwhile, Superman is still struggling, trying to make its budget back. Say what you want, but it's a flop. And it's funny how these James Gunn cultists come out and try to say, oh, it's a success, it's winning, we're proving you wrong. How are you proving us wrong when you're not even making money? Okay, what, it's made over 500 million? That's it. You're celebrating a flop. So you're gonna tell me that Justice League, when it came out, what, it made like about almost like, I don't know, like 600-700 million or something like that back then? That's a few years ago. And then we saw recently with Black Adam the numbers that it made. Those were flops. And it was a big problem, right, back then with the box office. And back then it was really important, right? It all mattered. Now you can't say the same thing, right? It's not important. Come on, the hypocrisy with these fake fans. And that's what they don't like. They don't like to be called out. But that's what me and many other YouTube channels are doing, exposing them. And we're calling it how it is. And they can't tolerate that. They don't like criticism. They don't like to be pointed out with the facts that they know that they can't hide from. And they're out here glazing on James Gunn, and this whole DCU reboot, that's trash. People are not interested. Not enough people are supporting it. This right here is a joke, and it's an embarrassment to the DC brand. WB, shame on you. Because the amount of shilling that you've been doing is just showing you how desperate your company is. And that's why we will stop at nothing. Drop your comments, hit that subscribe, and until next time.